Welcome to Optimization Coach Cochran here. And of course, I am Curtis Cochran, founder of OCC. One of the things that we do here at OCC is to help people optimize their thinking. We do this not only in the area of business, but in life itself. And believe me, people try to separate the two, but they really are a mix, because nowadays, more than ever, we find ourselves working long hours at the office and little time at home with the family. And so what we have to try to do along these lines is to optimize our thinking daily. And it's a very difficult process, but it's a rewarding process. And one of the things that over the years that I have discovered through my educational background in business, and tell you a little bit about that, is my wife is also in the journey of teaching people the same thing. My undergrad degree was in mathematics, and then I got my MBA, and eventually I got my PhD in organizational behavior. And one of the things that I discovered along this path of learning, is that numbers and behavior are very similar. And we sometimes go through the day without even thinking. And that's what we try to do here at OCC, is to help people become thinkers and how they can actually optimize any given event that comes their way. Let's say, for example, that you go out, and this actually happened to me a few months ago, about 4 or 5 months ago. I went outside, found out that somebody hit and run my vehicle, did a little scrape, and the first thought that would come to the mind of most people would be anger, that emotion of anger, and that emotion that, how could a person do that to me? And the victim, we would think of ourselves as a victim. Now that's our first thought. Now that's a natural process, though. It's a natural process to feel that way. Okay, you probably experienced this in the past. Well, what we try to do here at OCC is to help you think this way. What if you looked at the damage, drove down to a body shop, asked them exactly how much it cost? Let's say it was $500. In my case, it was only $410. Minor damage. So what I then did is I told the gentleman at the body repair shop, I'll be back to him next week to give him the vehicle. I went back home and I created a business plan to basically raise $410. However, I didn't say $410 on my business plan. What I did is I said, well, I'm going to turn this into a positive, optimize my thinking. So what I did is I tripled that. I said, I'm going to make $1,500. Actually, it's more than triple, but I said I'm going to make $1,500 within the next week and a half to pay for this. And lo and behold, 8 days later, I had a project in hand after I created this for $3,200. Now, that is how you optimize your thinking, because you are going to be faced with adverse conditions. All of us are. Our job is to think above that, because that is exactly what you need to do. You find yourself optimizing your thinking, you're going to find yourself being more successful and ultimately happier. So what we're going to do, my wife and I, Maria, is on the videos down the road, is we're going to talk about bits and pieces and some of the things that you can actually do daily and weekly to improve and optimize your thinking. So stay tuned and be ready, and we look forward to proceed down this journey of optimizing our thinking. Take care. Bye-bye.